Alright guys, Rich here from the RC Network, and probably one of the most asked questions about my SCX10s have been, what do you need to convert it from a 1.9 to a 2.2? Now, the two terms there, the 1.9, 2.2, that basically means the size of the wheels. 1.9 inch, meaning the stock axial wheels right here. And then the 2.2 is the next size up, or what's most commonly found on the axial Wraith. On this truck right here, the Bronco, I do have 2.2 Proline Titus beadlocks on this particular vehicle. Now, one of the biggest kind of misinformation things is all the tires for 2.2 and 1.9. If you're looking for a 1.9 tire, they're all the same size. Well, they're not. And also the same goes for the 2.2s. There are huge differences on the size of the tires, especially for 2.2s. So if you are planning to convert your 1.9 rig into a 2.2, keep that in mind. And let me show you some of the differences here that I have noticed. Now, these are the stock axial ripsaws, and you can see quite a bit of difference, mostly in the width of the tire versus the overall height. Now, this particular tire that I'm running on the 2.2 is the Proline Flat Iron, which is one of the shorter of the 2.2 tires that are out there. There are tires in the 2.2 class that go all the way up to almost 6 inches, so be careful with that. This is a Rock Beast, almost the same height as the 2.2, but the 2.2 is definitely a wider tire. Now, the other things you may be asking yourself, is that all I need to do? Just buy some 2.2 inch wheels and tires and I'm set? Well, not exactly. You do have to do a couple of modifications just to make sure that your body is going to clear those larger tires. One thing that I did on my vehicle here is I installed a lift kit, and there's a number of lift kits available on the market. The one that I purchased is from Level3 RC, and there's a quick model number, SCX10. Don't get confused, it's not a SCX06 model, it's just their way of naming their kit. So it's a lift kit. It basically contains 4 little wishbone type items, and you'll see that right there on the shock tower. And it basically gives you some alternatives as far as how high you can mount or lower the body. One thing you do have to keep in mind when you're doing a lift kit, though, is the angle of the axles, and you'll see here that I'm still pretty good. It's not too extreme, because once you start lowering the axles, you are putting some extreme conditions on those CVDs there. So all in all, that's basically all you need to do to convert your 1.9 stock rig into a 2.2. One thing you may still have to do is trim your body up just a little bit. On my body here, I have not trimmed it yet. Going to be doing some running videos here soon. And if I can get this thing to mount up here. But you can see here that this is pretty close right here when you get it all the way fully articulated. So also on the front, may need to trim that front little corner right there just to make sure I'm not hitting body as you're going over some of the rocks. That's it. Buy yourself some 2.2 inch wheels and tires. Be careful of the sizing. Next thing, get a small lift kit. You can even make one yourself. They're not too hard. I just didn't have the time to do it. And take a look at your body. Make sure you articulate all the way, and make sure you are clearing that body. So you don't need a new body. You can use your old stock body if you need to. The honcho right here has a pretty good fender flare, so you can even kind of trim it even a little bit further up here. But that's it. Hopefully this helped you guys out. I was kind of learning as I was going when I was building my 2.2 inch rig, and that's it for now. Any questions, throw down them down below, and as always, comment, rate, subscribe. Over and out.